Edvard Grieg wrote miniature piano pieces that he called lyric pieces throughout his whole life, and there are 66 of them in total, published in 10 volumes. We're going to look at the first piece of the first volume, the Arietta in Opus 12. And this is a great piece if you want to acquaint yourself with Grieg by playing, because it's very short and manageable. I will start by playing the first half of it. So Arietta means short aria, like in an opera, and it's used sometimes for instrumental pieces that has this singing quality. For example, we have an Arietta in Beethoven's Last Piano Sonata, the second movement. It's a major work, it's a singable theme and then a lot of variations on this. This is a much shorter piece. So we have the singing line in the right hand. And then this kind of rocking accompaniment in the middle. You get some lullaby vibes almost, calming and soothing. And the phrase here, the harmony, is going from E flat major to C flat diminished, with E flat in the bass, keeping a firm stability, a very safe stability. And these are chromatic suspensions, going around to the F, and then the next phrase is going from this chord back to E flat major, and it's the same melody, just one note lower. By the way, this accompaniment texture, there's another piece that has exactly the same pattern. It's Mendelssohn's first Lieder ohne Worte in E major from Opus 19. Okay, the second phrase, now we get a little bit more movement. So the harmonic pulse is now on quarter notes instead of half notes, and we get this. So C minor 6 to D minor, and then A minor 7 flat 5, or A half diminished. And the C minor 6 and the A half diminished, it's exactly the same notes, it's just depending on which note is in the bass. And I find it hard to differentiate sometimes if they have like different functions depending on the scale degree, but they are very close, I think, because it's the exact same notes, and it's a lot of tension and uncertainty in this chord. And by the way, very nice counterpoint with the melody in the bass. In parallel motions in 10th. Then the second time, just a little variation, it's the same thing. And now it's begging for some kind of conclusion, these phrases. So the third statement here is a new gesture. Now the melody moves even more. Very nice, returning to E flat major all the time, the safe tonic. And here, maybe you saw already, I have a tip if you're playing this. So in the score, it says you're supposed to play it like this. So jump with the right hand. But my suggestion is that you play these notes in the left hand, so you jump in the left hand instead. Because you already have the pedal, you can use the pedal. You're supposed to use the pedal, and then you can play the melodic line in the right hand and do legato for the whole line. And I even take the thumb on F sharp. So keep the legato in control. So together. And these chords as well in the left hand, to be able to have full control on the melody. So that's my suggestion. And musically, when we land on this chord, it's a diminished chord, but it's maximal tension because it's a dissonant chord on the strong beat, on the 1 in the bar. And resolving. And then we go again. I do the same with the hands. So it's the same gesture, but now it's a third down. So the first time it's, and then it's A flat 6. A major 6 is a very nice chord. And this is like a signature feature in Grieg, when he takes a melodic statement and makes a sequence in thirds. So the second time it's a third down. We're going to see that a lot in Grieg. So now we land on the diminished chord. Now we have a B flat in the bass, so it's even more dissonant in a way. And then the resolution comes only on the last 8th note, so you hold like he's prolonging the tension the second time. 2 and then we still have B flat in the bass, which is a dominant to E flat, so we kind of want an even more resolution that comes when the bass falls down. At the start of the next bar, which is the start of the next part. So he's really linking the parts together in a nice way, saving the final resolution to the start of the next section. And this we recognize. It's exactly the same as in the beginning. And now the second phrase, it comes in a new position and new harmonies. So we have these super nice and cozy chords. It's E flat 7 with 7 in the bass to F7 and then F7 to F minor 7 and E flat first inversion to A flat. So this is the same gesture again, and we had it in A flat the second time before. But now we land on another note. And we go here, this is diminished again, to C minor. And this is almost a deceptive cadence. It's not a proper cadence because it's a diminished, but the C minor is the relative minor of E flat major, so that's the typical deceptive cadence endpoint. And then we go again, and now it's the right resolution that we recognize that's really taking a long time. And we wait for the bass again, and this is like a fun, this is just the last bar, one more bar of the piece, and it's like we're about to start over again, but then just suddenly comes on better thoughts and realize that the piece is about to end. And just uses this, the start of the phrase as the closing chord to lay it out and let it ring out for some time and end really nicely in E flat major. Thanks for watching Sonata Secrets. Patreon shoutout goes to Margie and N. Ladas.